beautiful. Right, so Seth, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, so there are about 5 different types of hypertensive medications. All right, you have the ACE inhibitors. You have the angiotensin, which stands for the angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors. So that is designed to stop angiotensin 1 from converting into angiotensin 2. All right. Then you have the ARBs, which the ARBs, that is designed to prevent the receptors for angiotensin 2 from connecting.
Right.
All right. So both of which are designed to affect what we call the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system from activating. Now the issue is, because what I'm going to do here, let me just share my screen here so that you can see what I'm talking about. So the issue is the fact that it is still not addressing what is causing those systems to activate. These are ACE inhibitors, ARBs. So if people could look, they'll see the different names of their medications here.
But I'm familiar with the lisinopril and the enalapril.
Yes. So that's an angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor.
Right.
Then you have calcium channel blockers. Calcium channel blockers, the purpose of that is to block the muscles and the heart muscles and the blood vessels from absorbing calcium. So what that would do is to reduce the contraction of those muscles, because less calcium is going to it, because calcium is responsible for muscle contraction.
Right.
So those muscles would relax more to reduce the blood pressure. All right. ACE inhibitors, ARBs, they affect angiotensin converting enzyme, and they would block the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system. You also have the diuretics. Diuretics, of course, are going to help the body to excrete more fluids, so that would reduce total blood volume. All right. So as total blood volume goes down because fluid is less, of course, the amount of blood flowing through the blood vessels are going to be reduced, so that would also reduce pressure. Then you have the beta blockers. Across here, the beta blockers now, that reduces your adrenaline, so more so norepinephrine. So it reduces the stress response of the body, and therefore that reduces your heart rate, and it reduces your blood pressure.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, with all of those medications, none of those are actually dealing or addressing the root cause. All right? None of them. For example, the one that dealing with, let's start with beta blockers since it's up on the screen. That's affecting the adrenal glands. But here is the thing. What caused the adrenal glands to trigger off in the first place? What activated the sympathetic system in the first place?
Okay.
It doesn't address that. So if it's not addressing what affects the root cause, it means the root cause is still taking place while the medication is suppressing a symptom of that. So that is going to result now in a confusion of the body. Let's take example 2 with the diuretics. So the diuretics is causing you to lose fluids, to reduce your total amount of fluids. You're losing fluids to reduce blood volume. But when your sympathetic nervous system is activated, that causes your body to hold on to fluids. So
Okay.
you're seeing what's happening here now. So on one hand, you are losing fluids, while on the other hand, your body is being signaled to hold on to fluids. When we go here now, when we go back to this here now, so your ACE inhibitors, this again is activated by the sympathetic nervous system.
Right.
Right? Your sympathetic nervous system, when that is activated, it causes your body to produce the renin-angiotensin aldosterone. But these are inhibiting the renin-angiotensin aldosterone, while at the same time not addressing what is activating that system. So let's say the person is on diuretics, because a lot of times they give you a combination of these medications. So let's say they're on diuretics, losing fluids. Renin-angiotensin aldosterone system is being activated because they are now losing fluids, losing sodium. So you're losing sodium because remember your electrolytes are stored in your fluids. So you're losing fluids, and then they have you on the ACE inhibitors. So the same fluids you're losing is causing your ACE inhibitors to be activated, so your body is going to produce more. All of this is just putting the body into a confused state. So you have the calcium blockers, the calcium channel blockers, blocking your heart muscles and blood vessels from absorbing calcium. So while it's preventing the muscle from contracting as it should, in order to reduce the pressure in the blood vessels, that is going to send your blood pressure up. Your heart and your blood vessels can't contract properly now.
Right.
So you know what that's going to do? It's going to weaken you, so you're going to end up with fatigue, right? Lightheadedness. All of these issues, you can't perform erectile dysfunction. You can't do much exercising. You're going to end up with things like enema because you're going to now have more water retention because you have less circulation taking place. All of this is happening simply because you're focusing on symptom suppression and not on root
cause healing.
Right? And this is why medications do not fix your problems. And this is also why people with hypertension would see that one day the pressure is good, go on medication. One day the pressure is good, next day it high, or sometime in the day it fluctuated, gone up, and then it gone back down. And they're always back and forth. You're playing this game of seesaw with your health because the focus is never on root cause. Root cause have to be first and foremost. Should always be how you start off. Look at what is causing this issue. You must deal with it from the source. And the only way to do that is through nutritional therapy. You have to change your diet if you want to truly fix your health. And another big issue is that a lot of people are extremely impatient with themselves. When people come to me, they'll ask me, well, how long do you think do you need to be on my program for?
Right.
I will tell them something simple. You need to give yourself at least 3 months. At least.
At least 3 months.
Yes, Stefan, I've had people come to me and 2 to 3 days to give themselves. 2 to 3 days. Now, I don't think this thing working. You want the body to change
you see
your system.
Okay. It happens to me. It happens to me as well. You know, I just start on something, and then after 3-4 days, I find it ain't working, I switch. That's my problem. You know, I've never been consistent.
And the reason for that is simply because we have gotten used to the immediate effects of symptom suppression. But how much people you know hypertensive for decades?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was about to ask you, since you were talking about, all right, you talk about the symptom suppression that the medication will give you, right? And how it confuses the whole system is a, you know, the effect is a confused one.
Yeah.
So my question is, in dealing with people who have had hypertension in the past, if we're looking at root cause, and everybody's one will be different, but is there a common root cause, or what is the most common root cause to hypertension in your experience with people?
The most common root cause to hypertension are a combination of a couple stuff, which would be mineral and sodium imbalance, so they have that imbalance, insulin resistance, because insulin, people have to understand that not all the time insulin resistance means you are diabetic. You are insulin resistant before you become diabetic.
Oh, okay.
Right? Right, so insulin resistance, and then you have toxins or phytotoxins that block mineral absorption that people are consuming. All right, and then of course, what causes insulin resistance? Sugar consumption.
Okay.
Those are the 4 factors that comes together pertaining to hypertension, and all 4 has to be addressed. All right. Now I remember I sent you something last night there. And just to show people, this, I'm coming out with releasing my book.
Yeah. Bring it a little more to your right.
By
yeah,
the
nice,
camera.
yeah, right.
I would be
you are not sick.
Releasing my book.
You are malnourished.
Yeah, you are not sick, you are malnourished. So this would be being published soon. And what I'll tell people is this. This is going to be the best book on nutrition ever written in the last 100 years. Now, Stefan, it might sound like a toot and moan horn, but I'm telling you, if you just read the first 2 chapters, you're going to see just how important this book is going to be. Right? And this is like just about 2 or 3 chapters of this book would cover my entire consultation.
Serious?
Right? And it's 17 chapters.
Wow.
17 chapters going very in-depth. You are going to understand all the mechanisms involved as to why people are sick. All right? Trust me on this one. I put a lot of effort behind this book because I said I have a lot of information in my head and it doesn't serve me just being right in my head. Right? And it has to be in a place and in a position where people can go and access it more easily.
Right.
Right? So when people come and do consultations with me and they get this book, right? Or people have this book and decide to come and do consultations with me, they always have a reference manual that they can go back to.
Right.
Say, right, let me go back, right. And they understand and they see this. I go into the history of the medical world as well. And here is the thing. When people that say the book is nonsense, I have over 50 references, scientific references in this book.
All right.
Over 50. Because everything that I have shown and addressed is backed by data. Is backed. Every single thing. And that's what I want people to understand. So, what I tell people, Sedwire's Holistic Health Clinic, powered by nutritional therapy, we are dedicated to healing people by addressing root cause. When you read this book, you are going to see, right? You are going to see that this is the #1 option for healing. All right?
All right.
And I want to encourage people on that. All right?
Nice one.
So, hypertension and hypertensive medications this morning, Stefan.
All right, nice one. I think people would have learned a lot this morning in terms of the breakdown of the medication and what purpose it serves. And that's the thing, you know, they have you on. I mean, I remember I used to buy, that's what I tell you, I know the lisinopril and the enalapril because I used to buy that from my father regular. Right?
Yeah.
Now, they're relatively cheap, but still, the fact that you have to keep buying it and then you are dependent on this medication
for the rest of your life. That's what they usually tell you. Stay on it for the rest of the life for something that could actually be fixed.
Correct. And then it just shows you the money making cycle of medication.
Yeah, think about it. 3 months nutritional therapy, then you learn how to eat and correct your nutrition for the rest of your life. Make that sacrifice, people. Make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
When they're going on what's your medication, cheap, but you have to take it for the rest of your life. And it's going to cause all these other metabolic issues. Remember, once you're on these medications, you're still medically classified as having metabolic disease.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So you're not healthy, right?
Well, Seth, I look forward to the book. I can't wait to take a read in it and learn a few things. But as soon as it's ready, let us know. And let us know where it's available and how people can get their hands on it. But for now, people, I want to remind you to check out Seth Wire's Holistic Health Clinic. Make sure and check him out. And of course, book your appointment today and start that healing, root cause healing. That's what they deal with. And you know, Seth is always available to assist, of course. And you could call him or WhatsApp him on 279-3935 or 761-1952. So make sure and check him out today. Drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. And like the book says, you are not sick, you are malnourished. Seth, until next week.
Yes, thanks for having me.
No problem, man. All right, so that is Seth Wire about on the inside there. He's got his book. I've been waiting on that book a long time now. He tell me he's writing this book. He put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it. And just like how he does these features where he gives you the evidence, he has all the evidence to back what he's saying in the book.